Okay, third grade. So you will be choosing either this cropped view of a pumpkin, or you can do this cropped view of a pumpkin, kind of facing forward or him slanting off the page. So when we're doing this today, I want you to really think about value, that element of art, value, because we're going to be using some different values of orange, and we're going to be using some different values of blue and different values of green to create this look. So the first thing you're going to do, whether you chose the blue paper or the dark paper, is we're going to go ahead and draw him out with a black oil pastel or chalk pastel. So if you want to do, let's say you want to do this cropped view, what you're going to do is you're going to come to the corner of the paper. You're going to come to the corner and you're going to go about halfway up. And what you're going to do is you're just going to do almost like, you know, that bird shape that we like to make, that bird, and you're just going to do that right at the corner of the page. We're making those curved lines. We're using the element of art form to make it look 3D, so we're going to curve these lines. All right, and then we are going to curve, curve, right there at the center, and then maybe we want to add a couple of longer ones here. Okay, and then our stem, you can make it however you want. You want to put an oval, like a little circle or oval, and do that. You can make a stem that looks like that. You can make a stem that looks like that. It's up to you. You can make the stem however you want. Now, if you decide that you want to do the cropped look like this, you're going to make the bird right in the center at the bottom of the page. You're just going to do that little bird shape, just like that. And you're going to curve, curve, and curve lines. And again, you can make your stem however you want. I'm going to put that little oval and connect it just like that. All right, perfect. All right, I think I'm going to use this one for the sample. All right, you also have a sponge at your seat. So the sponge is for whenever you are changing colors and you want to clean your fingers, you'll just wipe them over the sponge. That just kind of gets that chalk off your fingers so you don't dirty it up with other colors. All right, so we're going to be doing the pumpkin first. Now, in order to create this look, we want some different values of orange. We want some darker oranges and some lighter oranges. So what you're going to do is you're going to pull out 2 or 3 different values of orange. And I know you can't hardly see through the video, but these are some really pretty different values of orange right here. All right, now because we've got a moon up here in the sky, we know that the moonlight's going to be casting down onto the pumpkin from the top. So I think I want my lighter values at the top, my middle in the middle, and then my darker values at the bottom of the pumpkin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with my darkest value of orange. And remember, we use these on its side. And I'm just going to go up to about halfway on the pumpkin, on its belly, and I'm just going to put a little bit of chalk. Perfect. All right, now I'm going to use the medium value on its belly. Perfect. I'm just going to put a little bit there, and I'm saving some space for my lighter value of orange. Do the same thing here. Beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and take a brown for my stem. Perfect. Now I'm going to use my finger, and I'm going to start with the darkest value, and I'm going to blend all the way across. Beautiful. I'm going to go up into my lighter value, and I'm going to blend. And now I'm going up into my lightest value. And that's okay. We can blend that black. That's okay. We're actually going to go right back over it with black too. Make it pop out. Beautiful. Now, before I go into my stem, I'm probably going to wipe my finger on my sponge. Now I can go into my brown and blend that out. Perfect. All right, so now I'm going to work on my sky. And I'm going to start with my moon. You can put your moon wherever you would like. Put my moon here, put it on its side. And I'm going to blend. Make sure you kind of have a clean finger here. We're going to blend it out. Perfect. So this is where I want my moon. So now I pulled out some different values of blue. I have some lighter blues and I have a dark blue. So I'm going to put my next lightest value of blue on its side, and I'm just going to go around the the moon. Okay. Now I'm going to grab my next lightest, and I'm going to go around that. And then I'm going to grab my darkest blue. My darkest blue is going to be further away from the moon. I'm going to make sure my fingers are clean. I'm going to wipe them on the sponge. I'm going to start from my lightest color and blend out into my darkest. And I'm just going to blend. What I don't want to do now is go back into my white moon. I want to make sure that I go from the inside and move out. These are all the color blue. They're just lighter and darker colors of blue. And we call that value. Beautiful. And you don't have to cover up all your black. You can do that. That's perfectly fine. All right, now we are going to put some highlights on our pumpkin. So what we're going to do is you can either use white, or I actually picked this really light yellow color. And we're just going to, wherever you think the moonlight is going to be hitting that pumpkin, we're just going to add some really bright spots up at the top of the pumpkin. Make sure you clean your finger off as you're going into a new color. And you're just going to kind of blend that out. We want a few brighter spots up there at the top. Perfect. All right, now we're going to grab two different values of green to do the little vines on the pumpkin. I think I'm going to start out with my darkest green, and I'm just going to do some, you can put these however you want. Little curly cues. Then I'm going to go right over that with the bright green just to make it pop out. I'm going to use a different value of green. Perfect. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to add some stars and maybe the darker parts of the sky. You're not going to see a lot of stars up near the moon because it's really bright. So you can add a few stars. I'm also going to add a highlight on the stem. Because if the moon's shining down on this pumpkin, there's probably going to be a highlight here on the stem as well. Just a couple of places. And then if you would like to go ahead and trace in black to make it pop out when you're done, you can absolutely do that. Your pumpkin. Perfect. All right, have fun.